Welcome everybody to the 20 Speak. This is a brand new episode with Body Roman. Today I'm all alone. We on low budgets. Just kidding. Nobody was available to shoot this episode. Yes, I was saying. I'm sure you've probably seen on the thumbnail, video, or video's description or name. The name of this video is I'm in college studying the wrong thing. Now, I'll give you some background or some sort of context so that you know what I'm doing in college and how I came about studying the wrong thing. So, here's what's up. I'm in college, doing my second year, and I'm studying accounting. Doing a degree in accounting, which is awesome. I'm enjoying the journey. It's been a roller coaster. I've learned a lot. Wish I didn't learn a few things, but this is all part of life, and we take it as it is. And yeah, my second year is really finishing, so we in December. Next year, January, the new year, I'll be doing my third and final year, unless I decide to do honors or whatnot. But I'm just maybe gonna do it honors online. I just wanna complete this because a lot of sweat, tears, what else would I say? Efforts, whatever else. So I have to finish this and see what God has in store for us next. So when I was young, say in grade 6, probably 12, 13, somewhere there, I was in primary school in grade 6, and my friend used to sell lollipops, sweets, and he made a lot of money, but he never took it seriously. So he just came with a few 4 or 5 sweets a day, and they will sell within 5 minutes. All the sweets are gone. And I'm like, why does it bring so small? I mean, to be honest, he got customers. The demand is there. So why does he have low stock like that? So the next day, I brought some few sweets as well, the same sweet that he had. So he sold his sweets and I sold my sweets, and I made some bucks quickly. And then I was like, wow, this is good, man. I really enjoyed that process. And then so I was like, you know what, this will be my thing. Funny enough, he never thought Roman, this is my thing. He just let me be. It was a really cool guy. I really liked his personality, his persona, and everything. He's really a good guy. So after this, after by the way, this story not a lot of people know. So you listening to this, you privileged. So after say maybe 2 weeks after this, he completely stopped selling sweets. So I was the only supplier in the whole primary school. Can you imagine? And I started selling to my classmates. And after that, it expanded. Those classmates told their friend that I had sweets. When they came to me, I was like, sure, I've got sweets. And as time went by, as time goes on, I had more demand and I had to meet the supply to the point whereby I'll literally buy a pack of sweets, and there were like 50 sweets inside. And I was selling them 2 rand each. And they would literally sell out in 2 days. So I was selling like 25 sweets a day, so that was awesome. I was making a lot of money. And you'll ask, you in grade 6, but why are you selling? Were you guys in need of money at home? Not really. I just in my personality, I never was the type of person to ask when I needed new things. I wouldn't just go to my parents and say, hey, I need this. I felt like it was a burden. I'm putting it on them. I mean, they're feeding me, they're feeding my siblings, bringing us to school and all of this. So for me to come and, I feel like it was selfish of me. So I find other ways to get whatever I wanted using my own knowledge, skills, and whatever else. So then time went on. My businesses started booming until I said, you know what? This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to do business. And because I was thriving at it and everything. But then at my school, it was prohibited for kids to eat sweets or sell sweets because apparently sugar was bad. sugar is bad. It made kids go crazy, which is such a lie. There's a research that I watched about a few years ago. So they gave kids uh, whole foods like sandwiches, proper sandwiches, and they gave them sweets. And what they realized is after they ate sweets, they literally were tired because of the sugar crash. So there's a spike. If you know anything about nutrition, you know that every time you have sugar, your blood levels will spike, and then it's gonna come down crashing. When it comes down crashing, you're gonna be tired, you'll be sleepy, you won't even want to move. And when they give them whole foods such as sandwiches and healthy foods, they had energy, they were moving, they were playing. So in my school, they were like, nah, kids shouldn't eat sweets because it makes them go crazy. But that research literally proved them wrong. Kids and sweets is literally the opposite. With the sweets, they'll be crushed, tired, and everything. So back to the thing is, so it was prohibited, not allowed for anybody to sell sweets or really to consume sweets. Unless you bring them from home, then they'll be chilled if you're eating it at break time or whatever. Now the flop was my classmates would buy sweet for me and eat it in class, and obviously those sweets had bubble gum, so they'd be chewing in class, and that pissed the teachers off. But they had my back. My classmates had my back. Whenever the teachers get mad, someone is selling sweets here, they'll just keep quiet. They wouldn't say a word. They really had my back. Sometimes when the teachers complain like that, I'm in my seat, I'm shivering, or like somebody will snap, somebody will. But not once did they ever sell me out. And I thank God and I thank them for their loyalty. When I say they never sold me out, nobody knew until things got hectic in grade 7. In grade 7, it became bad to the point whereby I started selling, like, there was one kid who used to come to me, and I was selling more than 10 sweets. Obviously he's not gonna eat the 10 sweets, so he's just gonna dash his friends, give his friends, and all of that, which was cool. I don't have to walk around selling the sweets. I just buy it like that. I kind of like that's a little bit more, because it was like less work for me. So the sweet started spreading. Other people came into the business, but that's not our issue. Like I was happy to get a little bit of competition, and that was when I started like chilling, going easy, and I started embarking in other business sectors, such as bringing in other sweets, and started like doing delivery for my friends. So yeah, man, I love business. Really doing business is like kind of like my calling in a way or another. So with that being said, and by the way, I hope I'm not whispering and everything. With that being said, I really loved business, and I really loved working hard. So there was back to thingy. So when I told myself that when I reach college, I mean when I reach grade 10, when it's time for me to pick a subject that I'll learn for the for until I'm in university, it's gonna be business related type things. And yeah, I picked accounting, which was the business commerce stream, because in accounting the major is accounting, obviously, but then we had business studies and we had economics. I loved economics because it was really talking about business in terms of like it told us about inflation. It told us the market sectors. It told us the market thingies, such as like the monopoly, oligopoly, duopoly. And if you want to know what a monopoly is, it's a market sector whereby there's a few people ruling, or ruling the industry. For example, I'm gonna give you like the cell phone industry. There's not a lot of cell phone brands. There's iPhone, Samsung. Um, we got the Oppo. We got the X something, Xiaomi something. We got the Mobicel. You got the Nokia. They got they are a few cars. I mean, they are a few brands, but they're not like a lot, such as food, cereal. So like a monopoly market is a monopoly that is like ruled by a few markets, big markets. So I learn about those. I learn how to enter into in a monopoly business. What are the requirements? What a lot of people are not in it, and usually with that is because it's costly. Can you imagine starting your own cell phone company? That's like very costly. But yeah, that's like one of the things I enjoyed about economics. And business studies was more of a business studies was more of like what happens within the business, type of businesses, and how to start businesses, not like a partnership or a limited liability company. All these type things. So like yeah, man, the steps of producing a process. Make sure that the product is not damaged while being produced. That's like business studies for you, which was nice, man. I like business studies a lot, and I scored good marks in it as well. When it came to accounting, now accounting was I loved accounting because apparently I was good at it compared to my classmates. Uh, my strategy was because we were failing, not because of the teacher, just because of we heard that accounting was difficult, and that kind of like disturbed our thinking in ways that we thought that accounting was really hard. So then we were failing, we kept on failing, and our teacher, shout out to you, Mr. Mkungo, he said, don't write to finish a paper, but write to pass the paper. When he said that, that literally clicked in my mind that I don't need to finish it. I just need to do what I know in order to pass. So when we had like income statement in grade 11, for example, it's out of like maybe 25, 30 marks, and I know 15 for sure. So I go do the 15, try to complete it to get like the half marks. For example, if you say 1 plus 2 equals 3, but then, okay, let me give you another example. If you said A plus B equals C, maybe the A amount was wrong, the B amount is wrong, but because you said A plus B, you said plus, meaning that you knew to say plus, you get a half mark for that answer, which was wrong. So, kept working like that, and yeah, I started passing, did better than my friends, and I'm like, come on, it's not that bad. And I started helping them. As I was helping them, kind of like gave me more knowledge, because I kept doing the same thing over and over again. That was good for me in my accounting journey. And I decided to major in accounting. That's why I'm doing a degree in accounting, which is good. But I felt like I should have went more into a business type of education. Why? Because I feel like with accounting, sure, I can manage my own businesses. I don't need a bookkeeper. Even if I have a bookkeeper, I can go and review the stuff, whether being digitally or in a literal actual book. He's not gonna rob me. I know the steps of, doing these things. But then again, it's kind of like a bummer, because I should have been learning other things that was gonna help me grow in my business thinking, in terms of like, knowing more of liabilities, how to use credit. These are the type of things that I learned online, off of YouTube, TikTok, some, I wouldn't say courses, but some like mini courses that are free online. I learned about those things, and it's good, man. It's been very good, very helpful, resourceful. But I don't know. I feel like I'm learning the wrong thing. As in, accounting is really creating me to be an employee, and I don't want to be an employee for the rest of my life. I want to own my own businesses. I don't want to work for other people. I'm not being egoistic or prideful, but I don't think that was made for me, man. I really worked for myself back then, and as I grew older, uh, I I give services to people, and I realized that the value was more than the money. Why I'm saying this is because I can, for example, I own a camera and I shoot people for some time. And for a shoot, I can charge people, say, 250, 300 rands for a shoot, like a random shoot. And this shoot can take me 2 hours, right? So I shoot pictures. Sure, I'm gonna edit them later, but let's put the editing um, aside. So 2 hours, I get paid 300, right? And if I work for somebody, they pay me minimum wage, which is 27 rand an hour. So in 2 hours, me working for somebody who's paying me minimum wage, I earn like 50 something rands. Let's run it off and say 60 rands. So per hour, I get paid 60 rand, while I work for myself doing my cameraman business. In 2 hours, I get paid 300. That's basically almost 5 times more. You feel me? So if I'm shooting something more, like, for a big company, if I'm shooting for a brand, they obviously gonna pay me more. You feel me? So with that being said, I really just wanted to make more money in less time. There's a saying that says that you're not rich or you're not wealthy enough until you make money while you sleep. Because when you are sleeping, then the money is making money for you, it's growing your money. To not confuse you, what I'm trying to say is that when your money is growing itself without you being present, that's for me wealth. And obviously, it's not all about money, but if you get what I'm saying, working for yourself is way better. And that's what I want for the youth. I really want the youth to make money for ourselves, man. Business wise, I really want the youth to be all in into being entrepreneurship. You know, the simple basic meaning of being an entrepreneur is to look for a need and satisfy the need. So basically, if you're in a neighborhood where there's no electricity, for example, what you can do is you can literally have, obviously some businesses kind of like needs capital, but if you can have like a power station, like you have a generator, and then with that generator you charge people's um, gadgets such as phones and whatever. So now imagine in your neighborhood there's a power outage for 2 days, and you have those equipment, batteries, solar panel, so you can charge these people's things, and you can charge them good money, and they're gonna keep being what regular clients because there's an outage in electricity in your area. Anything at all. If your neighborhood don't have a proper water supply, same thing. Try to have a vehicle to travel to the next neighborhood that got water, and then you literally sell them water, just to see in your neighborhood where there's a need and you meet or satisfy the need. Let me give you another practical example, which is in my house. In my neighborhood, there's no shops. The nearest shop is like 15 minutes walk, and you don't want to walk 15 minutes just to go grab a snack. So what happened is that I started selling snacks in my house. Like I got Doritos, for example, not just casual chips, casual biscuits. Doesn't have to be crazy because really you have to sell things that people will afford. 2 rand chips, 1 rand biscuits. So like when my neighbors want, snacks, they run to me, and I make a good profit over time. So that's kind of like type of things that people should think about. You don't have to always work for other people. You have a mind that you can use to create an income for yourself. Think about it for a minute. I'll be back just now. I'm back. So with all being said, I that's why I don't feel that much that me being an accountant, me being in this uh stream that I'm doing is really gonna help me in the long run in terms of like me building my own industry, me building my own uh businesses, me building employment. Maybe maybe it's by the will of God for me to use this degree and find work, and this work might sponsor my work. I don't know, man. This is like things that we'll have to see. But I really advise people to think a lot before going to college or university. Before going to this before going to this tertiary educations, you gotta make sure that whatever you do, whatever you do, you make sure that you do your research. That whatever degree, diploma that you are going for is going to help you. Otherwise, you'll find yourself with a piece of paper which is worthless. And I don't know about you, but that really sounds scary. That really sounds sad. Just imagine your parents paid a lot of money. Some people are fortunate enough to get bursaries. Some people are on what do you call say that thing? Unfortunate that they have to pay for their own school fees. So you are out there working, getting the money, pay for the rent or whatever else, and take some of the money and pay for your tertiaries, education fees, tuition, books. It's very expensive. So before doing that type of decision, please do your research and make sure that you don't regret it. And it should be like a long term thing. You don't have to study for a few years and then afterwards you feel like it's done. That's kind of the thing that I sat down and I was thinking. And this came to me while I was watching a show and they were talking about business school. Then I was like, I should have been in business school, not learning about accounting. I don't want to be a teacher. I like to teach, but I don't want to be in a classroom. I might do I might I think I'd rather be a motivational speaker than be a teacher. Though I like the idea of passing on knowledge. That idea actually resonate well with me, with my being. I feel like it's important. I learn how to read. It's gonna be a good thing if I teach somebody how to read. But then otherwise it's not really in my mind to really be into like in the education system. Not really, not at all. So I really hope the youth take their time to do a research, thorough the research, because this is not a thing whereby you can really hop on it and switch after a while. Sure, a lot of people do that, but most of them are not really successful, if you get what I'm saying, because some of them will literally study 3 months, they change, and yeah, they do well at the end, but it's not guaranteed. So when you study something from high school, for example, this is a personal experience. When you go on to tertiary, you have a background on it, making things kind of like easier for you to understand, and you won't work that hard, because I've seen people study maybe say medicine. By medicine I mean like chemistry, physics, and then they come to stationery and they decide to learn supply chain management. Supply chain management is a whole other thing. So like they are blank. I remember there was a guy in my class last year when I was doing my first year. He came and he had no knowledge on accounting, economics, or business studies, that he had to drop accounting and do IT, because like IT is all about computers, so you can like catch up. But with accounting, you gotta know the terms that are being taught in grade 10, in the 10th grade. So you have to know these things, and he didn't know none. So he felt it's best for him to drop out and, not to drop but to switch courses, which I kind of like gave it to him. It was a good idea. There's a lot of opportunities in IT as well. So yeah, just a good idea. So that's kind of like my advice. if you can like try to learn something in high school and then continue in the same thing in university, college, whatnot. But this is not supposed to like lock you in a box, because some people have the ability to learn things fast. So you can learn something in high school to a point whereby you master it, and then afterwards what will happen is that you can literally go to university and learn a new thing and literally master that thing. So literally what tells me, it tells me that people are out there that are like good learners and quick learners. So if you are able to do that, my my bro, keep doing it. It's gonna really help you. It's gonna really help you indeed. Another thing that I wanted us to talk about is uh family, uh, how family affects us into education. I have a friend of mine, she's my classmate as well. So she says she has to get a degree because everybody in her family has a degree. To me, that makes no sense. You know, what if you don't even want to study? That's the number one thing. Because to me, being the age that I am and having the little experience that I have, I can tell you, excuse me, I can tell you that school is just one in a thousand, if not one in a million ways to make it in this life. Because a lot of people make it in this life without even going to primary school. You know, I saw something on the internet today. It was how it's a percentage of the drop of the interest in youth into school. They don't want to go to school again. You know, you got this soccer player Yamal. I forgot his first name. The guy is 16 and he's doing the most. You know, and we out here being older than him, and we have nothing to show for our existence in terms of like monetary value, of course. You know, I'm a yeah, not looking down on anybody, man. Not looking down on myself, no any other people. But I'm just saying that because he decided to pursue a skill, which was playing soccer. Today he knows how to dribble, control the ball, all of that, and he makes millions every year because of the skill he decided to embark in. If he went to school at this time, he's like 16, turning 17. This was probably gonna be in grade 11, finishing high school next year, and then what, college, and then what, work. What's the end goal? To get paid, to make a living. He's making a living now. So in his 30s, if he wants, he'll be retired. You just enjoy life. Use his name as a brand to to keep on making money. But if you're in school, go for it, man. If you're in school, go for it. But it shouldn't be that your family pressured you into studying. It's okay if they are able to pay the school fees and you literally have nothing else to do at that time. Just go ahead for school. Just go ahead and do school and make sure that you perform to your best of your abilities so that you can literally look back and be proud of yourself. Another thing should be, you shouldn't be pressurized by your peers, either be friends or people that you admire, because maybe they are passionate about what they're studying and you can feel like you like it, but once they're not around, which should probably be the case, you might end up feeling uh, left alone in doing something that you do not like at all, which is so sad. I want to share with you something that I was told once, and I felt like it's the truth, but then I never realized how truth how true it is. So yeah, this yes, what happened, right? By the way, if you're still listening to till this very second, comment what this is. I wanna see how many people watched this for. So here's what happened, right? I'm in grade 7, and there's this girl that came in the school. She's colored white. think colored, because yeah, she kept saying I'm not white. She's colored, but she looked white. And then this girl liked me, and she kept showing me signs that she liked me, but I wasn't really interested in her, physically interested in her, and yeah, she just wasn't my type at the time. Plus, I was really into God at the time, so I couldn't really embark in any type of relationship whatsoever. So she started using my friends to come and talk to me on her behalf, telling me, Roman, you know the girl likes you, you know this, you know that. And obviously, I listened to my friends, like, because I wanted to hear what she's saying. I listened to my friends, and my friend was like, because I said, nah, man, we're friends with her, and the friend was like, friends are for seconds. He's telling me this, I like, y'all are friends, but friends are for seconds. And I was like, hmm, you know, I want to think, I want you to think about your life. The friends that you thought are your friends, are they really around? Probably not, because friends are really for seconds, and no matter how sad that is, that's just the truth. I had friends that were like my clothes in terms of like where I am, they. But today we barely even text each other. We barely even know about our whereabouts. It's the same. I don't even know whether they are around or they are home. I just have no idea. So really, friends are for seconds, and the best thing you can do for yourself is to pick things that you enjoy doing, so that when you are left alone, you keep on doing it. For example, how I enjoy doing business, so how I enjoy doing accounting. Whether my friends are here or not, trust me, I'll be grinding, learning, and doing all these things to improve my knowledge. So that's how it should be. So don't be confused by your family, pressured by your friends. It should be something that comes spontaneously. You should want to do it from deep down. That's how people succeed, is when they are really eager to learn this thing, when they're eager to perform, and just go and get it. Otherwise, just trying to learn skills that will improve you, because I really feel like, even though I feel like I'm in college studying the wrong thing, but I feel like there's hope for me. I feel like I can make this happen. I'm not cooked, y'all. I'm not cooked. If you look close, maybe I'm the one cooking. Who knows? So one day I'll make a follow up on this to see whether I was right or not. But I've really just want to inspire you to do what you really want to do from the get go. I don't want you to get stuck. I don't want you to drop out. If you started, just finish. For example, there's been countless times when I wanted to drop out. As I said, I'm in my second year, and I can't remember how many times I had a talk with myself, wanting to literally quit and drop out. But my mom talked to me out of it. She said, "Nah, man, you've been through a lot. Instead of like you've came all this way. You came all this way not to stop here, not to stop now." And then I looked back, and yo, guys, I couldn't stop now, and now I'm so pumped that I'm not gonna stop, no matter what comes on my way to stop me from studying, to finishing my degree, whatever that thing is, it's lying. When I look it in the eyes, I'm like, you capping. I'ma finish this. The people that know me, they know that when I start something, I finish it. And at the time, I wanted to stop, but now there's no way to stop. I've invested a lot of my time. 2 years of my life have went in me being in college, so that's not gonna go to waste. And yeah, I really want you to do the same. If you know that you're not gonna do it, don't start it. You rather do it for like a month, and then you realize that no, this is not for me. Then you quit. Then you leave it. Not 6 months, not a year, and then you realize, nah, this is not for me. For example, we have when we started the course last year, in the first year of the accounting students, we were so many. And as the months went by, we started dropping like flies. Like literally, I thought some people were sick. I thought some people were like, you know, maybe they were gonna come. They never returned, y'all. They just dropped and disappeared. And remember, this is the first year we like together now. We're not friends, so they're not gonna tell you, hey man, I'm dropping out. They're not gonna say. You just see somebody disappearing, and I was kind of like the class representative. So a lot of things was going on. I was away because some of the kids came and told me what's up. Some guys came and said, "Hey man, I don't feel comfortable in this school." Some were like, "I have to work." Some were like, they all had different reasons. For some people, they didn't say nothing; it just disappeared, and I thought they were gonna come, but they never came. So that's the thing that I really want you to watch out for. I want you to not even start if you're not gonna finish. It's very costly. Tertiary education is really costly, so don't start if you're not gonna finish. And unless circumstances comes along that is like unpredictable, but like if you like chemistry, right? You love the periodic table, you like element and all of that, but then your family wants you to do medicine, but you like chemistry, and you don't want to be a doctor, you don't want to be like you don't want to be a chemist as well, but you just want to experiment with different elements, with golds and whatever else. We see all these cool tricks on YouTube. Mark Robert is a big YouTuber that is like a physicist or whatever. So like, yeah, if you want to do that, do that. Don't be a doctor. Don't go and what do you call this in what's the school for doctors? Medical school. Don't go to medical school just to waste your time. Do something that you're passionate. You won't regret that ever. Yeah. Otherwise, I think I've said my piece. I don't wanna ramble around. That's really all. I really wanted the episode to be longer, but then we gotta make quality. So when whatever that had to be said has been said, you gotta know when to drop the mic. I really appreciate you for tuning in this episode. I really want to do online type of like interviews or podcast. So if you ever want to be in my podcast, write a comment below, and I'll contact you, and we'll see how we can make it happen, even over over the phone, or whatever else. Otherwise, that's another episode for the 20 Speak uh, with the host, Buddy Roman. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, and I hope I see you soon on the other video. By the way, yes, a few episodes are coming. Just got a bit delayed, but hopefully we'll get. Hopefully we'll fix all of that soon. Appreciate you, love you, take care of yourself, take care of your family. God bless you. Oh, and I want to talk a little bit about God before leaving. How can I forget? Well, they say we save the best for last. So, as you're about to do this decision on your, college, university, or whatever, try to involve God in it. Make sure that God is involved in it so that He helps you make the right decision. I can't tell you how many times I had to make the right choices, and I asked God for guidance, for advice, and He didn't let me down. For example, at the school that I'm in right now, I applied. When I'm in grade 12, I applied to different schools, but I was not accepted. There's a school that accepted me far away. The schools around me didn't accept me, so I had a acceptance letter from a school far away. Now you need to decline it so that you can get other. But I really liked that school, and I wanted to go there, so I accepted that offer. Then my mom came to me and said like, "Did you get a school?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, where's the school? And I said, it's like 2 hours away. She's like, forget about it. You're not going nowhere. You're staying here. And I'm like, but mom, I got accepted there. She's like, nah, it's not safe. We don't have no family that side. You're not going. Find a school around. And I'm like, that's not how it works, you know. But I started thinking because I really wanted to, further my education. I really wanted to do this accounting thing. Thinking it's the best thing for me at the time, So I started wondering what I can do, because I really wanted to go into a public school, not a private school. Because I'm going to a private school, but I never wanted to go there because of the expenses, tuition is very expensive. So I wanted to go to a public school so I can get a bursary. So she said, and the school that I got accepted in was a public, so I was happy, very happy. But my mom was like, "No, you gotta find a school around." So I had to look for a private school. I got it. Applied there. They accepted me. I had to pay. My parents came through, paid. Now I'm there. So basically, that's what's up. So you gotta ask God for guidance. Many decisions in my life, God never really disappointed me. So you should also make sure you involve God in all your decisions, whether it be big or small. Nothing too big for our God. Nothing that the Lord will say, "Now this is a small thing. I don't wanna involve myself in it." If it involves you, you care about it, the Lord will see you through. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Chill. Why am I giving you my day? I'm just giving you my friend. Just give you the best of me. Chill. Don't wanna leave y'all. I don't wanna leave. I really wanna talk, man. I don't know what's up. I just wanna talk, but peace.